a law that at the essence of all of life, it's perpetual change. Just think, if you had not changed, you would still be learning to walk. So thank God some of us, got on with that project, I've been walking ever since. I fell down several times, but what did I do? Got back up. I don't have my project manager certification, okay? And I don't have my master's. And I don't have a PhD. Those of you that don't know me, I have my MSU. I make stuff up. Always have. And this is a quote I made up the other day. It just kind of came to me when I was thinking about y'all. When opportunity knocks, don't go to the mirror to check your makeup. I think often back to the turn of the century. Do you remember that? I'm the only one that remembers that. There were a lot of people upset because they didn't want those horseless carriages. They were just a passing fad, because by the time you check your makeup or you wait for the football game to be over, opportunity is usually gone. Anybody ever had that experience? That would be no, that would be yes? That would be yes. That would be yes. How many times did Thomas Edison fail? One of the quotes that they have about Edison is they said, you failed 100 times. And Edison said, no, I didn't. I found 99 things that didn't work. But he trusted the process, and he didn't give up, and he kept on, and he knew where he was going, and he knew what he was going to do. He was going to get that electric light bulb. But when Edison was doing his light bulb thing, anybody familiar with that? Okay, what he did is he roped off an entire block, and they had it all poised that at a certain time somebody would flip the switch and all the lights would go on, and it was just going to blow them away, okay? So they rope it all off, they wait till it gets dark, they blew out all the lanterns, and sure enough, at a certain time, they flip the switch, the lights come up, and people go, oh my, they were just absolutely stunned and just amazed. And then they said, we really got to go fix the lanterns, we got to go light the lanterns. And this is what we do because we don't realize that what is happening before us is going to stay. Twitter is not going away, and if it does, it will just morph into something else, right? And what does a sheepwalker do? They just follow the herd mentality. And so if they say there are no jobs, they go, yep, you're right, there are no jobs. And I say to Michael, none? Zippity, no jobs out there. There are no jobs out there, Cecilia. There are none. How many Twitter people do we have here? Do we have any Twitterines? We got one? We got two. Give me two, give me two. I got three, I got three, I got four, I got four, I got four, I got 4 Twitter people out of this entire room. We're really on the bandwagon for the 21st century, aren't we? We say, oh, we're going to take a step there. Oh, my God, this feels uncomfortable. Oh, my God, it feels so uncomfortable. Oh, my God. And then oh, okay. I can do this. I had 6 boxes that I had not opened in probably 6 years. Now, I had an idea what was in those boxes, but I wasn't sure. And I said, well, I am going to be outrageous. So what I did is I took all 6 boxes and I threw them away. For heavy trash day, I didn't look in them. I put the 6 boxes on the curb and said, just take them away. If I haven't looked at them in 6 years, it can't be that important. Now God knows what's in there. So the universe has a 1-word vocabulary. I'm sharing a secret with y'all. It has 1-word vocabulary, and that vocabulary word is yes. So no matter what happens, the universe says yes. So if you say I have no money, it goes, yeah, you're right. I don't have a job, yep, you're right. I'm never going to get what I want, yep, you're right. So really begin to pay attention to what is it you say, because no matter what you say, you're going to get yes. You're going to get yes. Did you know that? Didn't know that. See, changed your life today. Can you imagine, I think I'm going to go to the moon? Can you imagine how ridiculous that sounded? And yet, how many times have we been? Does anybody know? I'm going to take that as a no. Nobody knows. More than once? Maybe twice. I'm scared to envision my future because I may not get it. Instead of being willing to envision, with the moon, they could have said, well, we may not get to the moon. Guess what the chances were of us getting to the moon? Not real high. Well, more than that, but I don't know. I have to call one of those astronauts today. I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. And what would have happened with old Wilbur and Orville if they had said, well, we can't fly a plane, because everybody was making fun of them, if I recall correctly, because I dated Orville. Has anybody been with a company that they knew there was a vision, but they weren't sure what the vision was? Or if there was a vision, she wasn't even sure if there was a vision. How many times have you been following no vision? So Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. And to me, if you don't know who you are, how are you going to lead anybody? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. If you'll notice I embroidered once when I was about 10. And it made a really big impression on me because you would take a stitch, and then guess what you did? You took another stitch, but when you took that other stitch, not only were you making the first stitch stronger, but you were taking another stitch that moved you. Another thing that's really powerful is if you're talking to somebody, I would say, and when you really get that, it is going to be so exhilarating for you. I can tell just from looking at you. I also touched her. So when we say an anchor and then touch somebody or have that emotional connection, emotion is the glue that makes things happen. And I want you to look at the word emotion. E for energy, motion, it moves the energy. And we have a tendency in organizations to not want to say that word. She's like, oh my God, we're going to do it, aren't we, Cecilia? Yes, right. Yes. We are doing it now. So you've got to get that emotional piece. Without that emotional piece, it's not going to happen. You're becoming a talking. Oh, we're gonna. How many times have you been on a conference call? And you've been on one before, okay, and they're talking about the vision, and it's all head stuff. Check your email. You're not engaged. And then they say something that kind of sounds exciting, and what'd they say? What'd they say? Did you hear what they said? It sounded kind of interesting. Kind of like this record I've been playing for a long time. It gets me a lot of sympathy, empathy. People talk to me, they like me, and I keep telling the same story. Now I'm noticing they don't come back so often anymore. And no forking. Has anybody been forking? Let me tell you what forking is. Forking is when I say, oh, I am so excited, it's going to work, we are going, it's strong, it's happening, but I don't think it's going to. Those people over there, though, are not going to buy in. So what have you done? You've gone here, you've gotten really strong, and then you go, no. And how many of you, when you get your BlackBerry and then the company says, well, we're updating it, we're doing something, and you're going, I just learned this one. I don't know how to. I got an iPhone about 2 months ago. That's how my hair turned red, okay? Oh, I just had the best interview. They were crazy about me. They love me. But they're not going to hire me because I'm pretty sure because I'm too old. That is a fork. Do you see what she did emotionally? She was so excited. She was all ready. They were crazy about her. And then she sucked the energy right out of it. And guess what the chances of her getting it? They're not high because she's forking. Her energy's been split. Knock, knock. Change and opportunity. Thank y'all for coming. Take care. Oh.